Hi students, welcome to this lesson Colors Role in Advertising and Lifestyles, Part 2. The 14 best flyer colors for increasing sales in any successful print marketing campaign. Color matters. Certain colors grab a customer's attention, which increases sales. Here are the 14 best fly colors. Designing flyers or company brochures for your business can be a successful process. Choosing colors and fonts and other design options can seem overwhelming to many. Studies have shown that color is an important factor when people choose which business to support. So, when you are creating your print marketing strategy, it is essential to get your colors right. Certain colors can make people feel certain ways. Some convey certain feelings that you want people to associate with your company. Some do the opposite. That is why we have put together this list of the 14 best flyer colors, so that you can choose what is the best color for you, for your company or organization. Red. Red is a great color for marketing because it indicates passion, drive and strength. It is a powerful color that will inspire confidence in your employees and customers. Companies that use red color in their marketing are often thought to be stronger than their competitors. Red communicates intensity and drive to the human subconscious. It's great for companies that are hoping to catch quickly the impulse buys from customers. The intensity of the color is what makes red one of the most eye-catching colors, but you should use it sparingly. Too much red can be overwhelming. Blue. Blue is one of the most popular colors. In fact, in some studies, it has been found to be the favorite among both men and women. As opposed to the intensity of red, blue communicates a sense of peace and tranquility. Consumers feel safe when they see blue in marketing materials. This comfort and security makes blue a great option for financial institutions. Using blue in your print marketing could be a great option for your company if you are selling higher priced products, as the color will ease your customers' tensions about making such large purchases. Green. Anyone associated with the natural environment should consider using green in their print marketing. The color automatically communicates a connection to the earth and concern for conservation. However, it is not just greenhouse that can benefit from using green in their flyers. If you are advertising to a particularly environmentally conscious audience, you may want to consider using green as well. The color can create a subconscious sense of unity between your company and that community. Purple. If you are hoping to communicate power and strength but do not want to stir up the feelings of frantic urgency that red creates, you may want to consider purple. Purple has a regal feel to it, communicating power and opulence. So, it is great color for companies that want to stand out. Of course, as with any color, the shade you choose will greatly affect the feeling you are communicating with your flyers. Purple is one of the more malleable colors in terms of feelings associated with the shade, so choose wisely. Black. Black may not seem like the smartest color choice for print marketing. It is often associated with things like death, despair. However, the color is much more effective than you might think. In marketing, black is bold. Whether you use white or another bright color for your text, it creates immediately stark contrast, allowing your message to really pop. The effectiveness of using black on your flyers will depend on the type of business you are. If you are in a high-end luxury market, black can be a great option. Otherwise, you may want to use the color sparingly in your print marketing. Orange. Another tamer alternative to red. Orange is a good color for companies hoping to communicate boldness without urgency. Orange will help your company to stand out, as it is quite rare in many marketing materials, and it also pops really well against most backgrounds. If your secondary colors are simple like black or white, orange is a great way to make a statement without seeming too aggressive. White. Like black, white is a great color for those seeking a high contrast design for their print marketing, but it does more than create a contrast. It too elicits several feelings that can be helpful in your marketing campaigns. While white makes people think of cleanliness and a new start, it is a color of hope and is the source of many positive feelings for people. Shade is also very important here. If you go too stark and bright, it will feel too clean. If you go with a warmer shade, they will feel much more comfortable. Pink. Pink has a similar effect to red, but can work as a great accent color. It has a bit of fantasy element to it when handled correctly, which could really benefit your marketing campaign. Depending on your demographic, if you really want to stand out, pink can work as a more aggressive primary color. Just be sure that this will fit your broad and won't reflect poorly on your company. Teal. Teal is a popular color in 2018. It gives off a springtime, which generates a lot of positive emotions. It can help your customers see that your products can help them to feel revitalized and new. It also has a classic flair, giving people a sense of nostalgia for bygone era. Teal also carries with it many of the positive effects of blue with a unique flair. It is a great color for flyers for this reason. Yellow. Yellow is a harder to get right, so you will need to do your research. It is very intense color that can elicit a lot of positive emotions, but also some negative ones if displayed incorrectly. Interestingly enough though, yellow actually helps with memory. So, if the purpose of yellow flyer is primarily brand recognition, you may want to consider using yellow. The color imprints on people's minds a lot of more easily than color. If you use too much yellow, however, it can be very disorienting and causes the eyes to get tired more quickly. Gold. Like purple, gold also communicates wealth and power. It works well with simple high contrast colors like black or white. Using gold can be dangerous though, as it can sometimes communicate a mightier than thou attitude, alienating your customers. If you wish to communicate wealth and power, you should do so in a way that makes your customers feel that they can achieve that status as well if they partner with you. Gold as also rarely works as a primary color and is best used to accent the primary color on your flyers. Brown. Brown is a color that, like green, has ties to the earth. However, it does have other associations as well. Brown can make the mind think of leather, which is associated with wealth, but it also conveys certain down to earthness that purple and gold lack in. The color also indicates a sense of reliability and security. It is very important to build trust with your customers, and using the color brown could be a way for you to do that. Be sure to use this right shade. Though plain brown is unattractive to most people, but certain coffee and wood tones will make your flyers seem much more elegant. Grey. Grey may seem to be a boring color at first, but it can communicate a sense of trust as well. Grey portrays feelings of wisdom and old age. Now you may not wish to appear old, but the color can give you the feeling that you have been around a while and you know what you are doing. This reliability will make your customers feel very secure when they look at your flyers and consider your company. Use a variety of shades of grey, but also be sure to include splashes of colors to really make your flyer pop. Plus, too much grey will bore people and possibly make them feel depressed even. Silver. Silver is yet another color associated with wealth. However, today silver is more popular than gold. It feels more elegant and cool. Silver also has similar attributes to grey, except it feels less old. It feels modern and chic and has certain calming qualities about it as well. Silver is probably not a great option but for a primary color, but looks great when paired with black and many other colors. Using silver is a great way to communicate wealth and power without some of the haughty attitudes that gold can sometimes portray. In branding, each color comes with its own set of attributes and values, says Harish Bhatt, the Chief Operating Officer, Watches and Accessories, Titan Industries Limited. He had given below his personal views on how colors were viewed by the people in Indian markets. Though construed as personal views, yet his analysis of colors, besides brand transformations of colors by certain corporate, national and international brands, have a lot to do with the Indian approach to the colors purely from our Indian context. In an article he had written to the business line of the Hindu in February 2012, he has briefly discussed what happens when brands change their colors, dwelling on case studies of specific color transformations implemented by the reputed brands such as McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Godrej and Bank of Baroda. He illustrated that some of these changes were accepted readily by the consumers, but others were rejected immediately. For instance, when Coca-Cola recently changed the color of its cans from red to white in some American countries for a temporary period, consumers said aloud no, and Coke got back to its trademark red cans very fast. On the other hand, Bank of Baroda new bright orange color scheme was accepted readily by the Indian consumers, and indeed it was helped differentiate BOB from other banks. At the core of these vastly differing responses is a subject that lies on the fringe of marketing, yet is a relevant and interesting area of exploration. How colors in product or retail brands impact the minds of consumers. To begin with, we must recognize, adds Harish, that colors play an impact important role in enhancing the brand equity. A study of shoppers in the US showed that association with colors increased brand recognition by as much as 80%. He further argues that though he has not come across a similar study in India, but he is sure that the results in our country will also be similar. We recognize Colgate toothpaste and Kingfisher Airlines immediately by their red color as much as we recognize brand Tata and Jet Airways by their trademark blue. We must also acknowledge, he argues further, that consistent use of impactful colors also helps differentiate brands from their competitors. Coca-Cola and Pepsi both differentiate themselves in the carbonate beverages category by using the colors of red and blue respectively. Similarly, in a cluttered retail marketplace dominated by a range of bright colors, Shoppers Stop has successfully stood apart by always using the black and white. Therefore, if colors are important to brands, how should marketers choose apt and evocative colors for their offerings? Perhaps the most important basis should be the psychological impact of colors on consumers. Colors convey meanings to the consumers. Some colors are relevant to some products yet alien to other categories. For instance, the color pink may be quite appropriate for a brand of women's cosmetics, but it is unlikely to be a good idea for a brand of motorcycles. Similarly, for the best results, there should be a fit between a brand's core idea and the association that its color evokes. Harish adds, a brand whose proposition rests on energy should use a color such as red that radiates energy rather than a color such as light blue that does not. Harish here offers a walk through the psychology of some of the major colors in Indian context. These thoughts are based on his own observations and readings. This subject is of course fertile ground for a detailed consumer research in the time to come. Blue. The color blue primarily conveys trust and security to consumers. That is precisely why so many large banks and reputed businesses built on the foundation of trust use this color extensively with their logos and identities. To illustrate, State Bank of India, Tata, LIC, IBM also called the big blue, GE, Intel, etc. Also notice how many uniforms are blue in color, whether in the sector of education or in the corporate sector, for the same reason. Red. Red on the other hand conveys strength and energy. Hence, brands of strong dust teas in South India such as Three Roses from Unilever and Chakra Gold from Tata tend to sport bright red colors. Red is also the color of excitement, urgency and hunger. This perhaps explains why many exciting brands of fast food such as McDonald's, Pizza Hut and KFC use red liberally. This is also the reason why most consumer discount offers, where creating urgency is an imperative, are highlighted in red color. However, as the color red is used by so many brands today, it is virtually impossible for a new or relatively unknown brand to make a difference by sporting this color. Green. Green is the color of the nature, hence it cues natural, fresh or organic products. Therefore, in contrast to strong dust teas which are branded red, brands of tea which emphasize freshness are typically branded green. For example, Tata Tea and Taja. For the same reason, several brands of food products such as Safal and Ashirwad include prominent green leaves in their brand logos. When one of the world's most famous brands of detergents, Tide, is launched its natural version recently, the color used for branding and packaging was green. Orange. Orange has been called the most flamboyant color known to man. To many consumers, it conveys youth, aggression, a call to action. It is also viewed as a new age color, hot and cool at the same time. In the company I work in, we have therefore chosen this color for our college youth brand Fast Track, which is positioned as young, edgy and color and cool. Relatively few brands use orange today, hence there is significant space here in several categories for challenger brands to make an impact. Yellow. Yellow is the color of the sun. Therefore, it evokes daylight, happiness and optimism. These are universally desirable values that can be leveraged by several categories. Therefore, we find many brands which use yellow. Maggi noodles, which makes kids happy, and Amul butter, which makes kids and adults happy, are the two Indian examples readily to our mind. Yellow is also used very effectively in combination with red by several brands of snacks and foods to create an appealing blend of energy and happiness. Retail brands use yellow extensively on their store fronts for a different reason. It has been proven repeatedly that yellow grabs the attention of window shoppers. Pink. Pink in its connoted romance and femininity. So it is used extensively by brands of feminine perfumes, Cosmetics and accessories. Pink is also the color of babies and gentle feelings. So a natural color for baby brands such as Johnson & Johnson. Adult male brands have tended to keep away from pink for these very reasons, and also because pink has been considered the signature color of the gay community. But this is changing fast. Therefore, luxury brands which also convey authority such as BMW, Montblanc, Hugo Boss, Louis Vuitton and Prada routinely use black as their signature color. On the other hand, black is also viewed by several consumers as being most inauspicious, the color of death and nothingness. This is particularly the case with the large Indian middle class. Therefore, several mid-market brands steer clear of this impactful color, particularly for daily use products. Many iconic brands have used these psychological moorings of colors to great effect. On the other hand, there are also examples of other equally great brands which have ignored or violated these color codes and still achieved brilliant success. The lesson for marketers: color is not everything, but if used smartly, it conveys powerful subliminal messages which can have sustained positive impact on brand perceptions and consumer choice. It may be pertinent here to use as a learner of visual communication to know the various views of the Indian corporate magnates on how colors have tantalized the Indian buyers markets. In that connection, a brief summary of the proceedings of the Colors India CMG 2008 is furnished for giving you an enlightened panorama of this attractive marketing strategy in Indian advertising. Colors India CMG 2008, a conference on color trends in the Indian market, was held in Mumbai, organized by the Freedom Tree Design and Color Marketing Group. The focus of the seminar was to decode color trends for the Indian consumer market. Latika Khosla, Director, Freedom Tree Design, pointed out the paradox in the Indian color market, that in spite of its vibrant color palette that the country has heritage of, it is still evolving in terms of developing its own color trends. At the moment, the country relies on global color trends. S. Srinivas, GM Marketing, TVS Motors, spoke about maximizing the use of color as a brand tool and using it to drive brand image. The role of color, as he pointed out, was integral to some categories, whereas in other, color was not an important factor. Color trends in FMCG products were defined by the consumer's expectation of what that color signified. The use of yellow, for instance, in most shampoo brands signified the inclusion of an ingredient such as egg in the product. For the automobile category, color can make all the difference between a sale and an unsold inventory. Citing TVS Scooty's use of color as a marketing tool, Srinivas charted out the brand's communication journey. Pink Se Panga campaign featuring Preeti Zinta to the Colors and Beyond campaign, where the color was the differentiator that allowed Scooty customers to indulge their need for self-expression and opt for any color of their choice. According to Srinivas, the right use of colors helped refresh the brand, was an expression of consumers' attitudes, while at the same time helping the brand to be noticed among consumers. And before someone could jump to the conclusion that the only people buying into Scooty's color proposition were women, Srinivas shared a slide during his presentation of an unusual request from political party BJP, which wanted a certain combination of saffron and white for the 250 odd Scooties that had been specifically customized for their party workers in Gujarat. Srinivas concluded that color was an opportunity that marketers need to exploit. Richa Puranesh, marketing manager of Lakme Unilever, talked about the importance of color cosmetics in a market like India and Indian women's evolving comfort levels with a rapidly changing global color palette. Puranesh said that the Indian cosmetic market was one of the most complex one by virtue of the sheer diversity of the complexions that it had in its range. India has always been a color conscious market when it comes to cosmetics, and women have generally coveted fair skin. Interestingly, Puranesh pointed out this mindset is changing. Extensive research by Lakme on such mindsets attitudes towards pointed to the fact that increasingly Indian women seemed more comfortable about their complexion. Elaborating on the color trends that the Indian woman is comfortable with and which Lakme needs to keep in mind for its brand communication, Puranesh explained how for the first time in its history the cosmetic major approved a print campaign without introducing the skin shade. Virendra Gupta, automotive business Kansal Nerolac, spoke about the significance of color as a marketing tool in the automobile market. Gupta pointed out that for the auto industry, color was an important component of the business. Today, these auto majors are extremely focused on the selection of color based on the study of consumers' lifestyle and demography, and trends because the choice of wrong colors can lead to unsold inventories and consequent losses. Wrong color can also lead to a shift in the brand's consumer base. As Gupta pointed out, most automakers that prefer to follow color trends based on research believed in refreshing color every 6 months within the same color family. Toyota, Gupta pointed out, believes in always having an offer of 6 colors, 6 shades for their models, and believe that anything more would confuse the consumer and anything less would lead them to believe their brand did not offer enough choices. They would also refresh 2 of the 6 colors every 6 to 8 months. This is a lesson which you need to understand in conjunction with what you have learnt in preceding lessons. By doing so, you understand the multifacetedness of colors in human life in general and in Indian life in particular. One thing is important, as a visual communication student, without a clear depth of cultural knowledge of your own country in specific and the leads from the West, you can't be a good designer for any organization in India. The lesson has thoroughly explained how colors are viewed from both the Western perspective and Indian perspective. Even multinational brands are trying to adapt themselves to local cultures, whether such cultures are regional or national. Gaining the acceptance of cultures is touchstone for designing a visual for any ad campaign is crucial. In that sense, the lesson has provided the views of some of the best corporate magnates in India.